What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dave Does Vids, and I'm here today at 14th Street at 6th Avenue, and I'm about to see Fan Strikes Back. It's a Star Wars exhibit that is here for a limited time, but I'm here. I have no idea what I'm going to see. I kind of haven't been really looking into it. I just kind of want to be surprised when I walk in there, which is like what I do with all the movies now. I'm tired of seeing the trailers, but that's another story. Anyway, let's go inside and check it out. Being a huge Star Wars fan, I was really excited, and I couldn't wait to go inside and check things out. The Fan Strikes Back. It's a fan-made saga and celebration with more than 600 fan-made objects. Every episode is explored with over 20,000 square feet, and it also includes a virtual reality experience. Once you get inside, you'll be greeted by the iconic duo of C-3PO and R2-D2. Every meaningful journey needs an expert guide, and we are grateful to have Daniel Prada for his intimate knowledge and extreme passion for the worlds we are about to explore, and for bringing them to life in such a relatable way. The amazing collection you are about to encounter along this journey belongs to Mr. Prada. Born in Madrid in 1978 and always passionate about science fiction, Daniel began collecting at an early age. As a teenager, however, he was pulled headlong into the mythic universe of the Star Wars stories. From that point forward, Daniel focuses energy on acquiring pieces from this expansive and all-encompassing saga. In addition to collecting, Daniel and his friends also made many of the 600 objects on display in these galleries. These personal creations focus on specific planets in the saga and the varied cultures of those who lived in them. Together, Daniel and his colleagues fleshed out the nuances of the spirit of the universe, and thus the human spirit, one fan-based creation at a time. The exhibition itself, you literally feel like you're inside the Star Wars universe. It includes photos, posters, costumes, life-size figures, models, and 50+ one-of-a-kind sculptures. The sense of love and dedication and passion that went into making this, you could definitely feel it when you're inside. They also did a great job keeping the theme of whatever movie it was in terms of the backdrop and how they displayed the figures and how they kept them together. So they kept all the movies together, and the themes and the backdrops were really nicely done, and it was really cool. Guys, one of my favorite exhibits so far is definitely the Anakin and Watto pod racer. Come check it out. Life-size pod racer before, so this is definitely something that stands out, along with the big Jabba the Hutt. Really cool. Very detailed, and definitely a big part of Episode 1, as we all know. Hey, you a Jedi or something? So guys, right now it's not that packed. It's Saturday. It's a lot of statues, a lot of figurines so far. There's a giant Darth Vader I'm about to see. But there's a lot of little areas where they have explanations of the movies, the prequels, the sequels. So far it's a lot of stuff that I've seen already. So guys, there is a virtual reality experience that you could pay extra for, and you get the VIP package. It's not that much more. It's about $50 per person for adults. And in there, it's kind of a virtual reality experience. The chairs move, you put on a headset, you put on some earphones, and I guess you ride through space. I don't know yet, I haven't done it yet, but I did pay for it, obviously. So that should be really cool. And I'll let you guys know exactly how I felt once I get off that ride. Alright, so I'm about to experience the virtual reality portion of the tour. This young lady is recording me. What's your name?
Elisa.
Elisa's recording me. I have to put this on before, so I don't know what to expect. I'm curious now. I'm excited. And yeah, I'll let you know when it's done. It should be great.
Alrighty.
Thank you. That was real fun. We were basically going through an asteroid field and kind of exploring some of the planets and whatnot, along with the shaky. Very
You
cool.
want to take off the other mask?
Yeah. I must look hideous with this. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, guys, I recommend you pay the extra $10 for the virtual reality. It's just a quick, fun getaway to a galaxy far, far away. Go up and down slowly.
Yeah, I had a toy that's
This is probably one of my favorite ones, only because I remember watching Return of the Jedi in the movie theater with my cousin Danny. Shout out to Danny. But I remember when he took off his mask in the theater, and it was one of the best reveals that I've experienced. At the time I was 8, but this is really a cool one.
Everything is happening according to my design.
It was I who allowed the Alliance to know the location of the shield generator. It is quite safe from your pitiful little band.
Come to the dark side.
What makes very special this exhibition is that it's an exhibition made by a fan for fans. In this exhibition we can see around 600 pieces made by me or friends or other props made by fans, 200 articles, 1/6 scale pieces, more than 50 premium format sculptures, around 60 real size suits, armors. See the armory with the most famous lightsabers, blasters, helmets. We can see masks. I wanted to show different atmospheres, so I took the main planets in each movie or trilogy. I think it's a very visual way to visit the universe of Star Wars. You can see here this Anakin's pod racer that I have behind me. It's brand new, and also where else you can see a Jabba the Hutt painted in graffiti style. Very special, right?
Chewbacca. This one particular area is Star Wars A New Hope area. We have Chewbacca, Han Solo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Sand People, Jawa back there. So again, this place is very spacious. I like the way that it's displayed. I like the casing and all the figures. Very, very cool. Very well done. Anyone who loves Star Wars would love coming here, checking it out real quick. Grand Moff Tarkin, Leia, Probe Droid. down to what appears to be the Empire Strikes Back themed area. So we have Hoth everywhere, some dewbacks, things of that nature. So these are the AT-ATs that were used in the Empire Strikes Back. I have two. Actually, I have one original AT-AT and I have one remade AT-AT from 1996. But these were really cool as a kid. You play with, you put them in the snow when it gets, the weather permits. And then obviously Luke Skywalker blew one up, so that was pretty fun. Really cool. One of my favorite Star Wars characters of all time. The one, the only, Boba Fett. These are all the bounty hunters. We have Boss, Forlom, Zuckuss, Darth Vader, IG-88, Dengar. Then we have Carbonite, Han Solo, when they froze him. Very cool display. Wow, look at this. This is a huge area. Wow. I feel like you're an actual Hoth over here. There's Luke and his X-Wing. Oh, look at this. Probe droid. It's a trap! Is the Ewoks getting busy from Return of the Jedi? It's a trap! Most famous line. That's Here we have some Gamorrean guards.
I love them, especially in the last.
And they were also in the Book of Boba Fett. Yep. There's my man. There's the best Luke right there. Luke from Return of the Jedi. You see? Love that. Some of the things that really stood out for me was the full-size model of the speeder bike and the pod racer, the area that had Hoth, the Starkiller Base command bridge, the Emperor's throne room, and also, as you can see, Jabba the Hutt. Now, these models were, again, handmade, and you could see the passion and the creativity that went into them, and for me, those were the biggest standouts. Once you finish the tour, you're able to take photos with a green screen and have different backdrops from the different movies. So the photo ops in this place are definitely there. They're definitely awesome. And again, it's just a really, really cool time. What's up, guys? So that concludes the visit to the Fans Strikes Back. There was a lot of things to look at over here. There was a lot of paraphernalia. There was so much stuff to look at. I love how they just really focused on the original trilogy. There wasn't that much sequel trilogy stuff. And they also had a lot of prequel stuff. So those are the two that I like the most. But the virtual reality was fun. It was quick, maybe a few minutes. Took some really cool photos. Definitely gonna, maybe even print some out and put them in my little hobby room. But for Saturday in New York, this is a really cool place. I had a great time, and I definitely recommend it for you guys. And as always, may the Force be with you. Thanks for watching the video. If you like what you see, click on some of my other videos. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.